Good luck, have fun. This is the last one. I'll say the rules one more time just for posterity's sake. Raid buffs are okay, so warrior, priest, mage buffs are fine. Pally buffs, keep them to yourself. Druids that are feral, be out of feral unless you're the ones dueling. Stealthies of all kinds, be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Warlock buffs are fine. Good luck, everybody. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. We got ANN, we got Crazy Monkey, Demonic Boy, Pelcher, and Rogue Spec. We also got Brixton, Quiet Desu, Monk Life. What's up? And Zikati. You guys enjoy yourselves. Good luck. Have fun. It looks like it's going to be Brixton up first. That is. Wait, is that Wolves? Hope it is Wolves. Pretty sure it is. Playing his arms. Gonna show us how it's done. The first guy's going to be his Pelcher with his Boomy. Could be anyone's duel, honestly. Arms versus Pelcher. I think Pelcher wins because he can heal. But Brixton, if you can get some big damage rolling, like big train of damage, I think could do, man. I think it'll work. But just trying to find himself a nice angle into Brixton so he can open up with a root in the opener. He's gonna go for root. Brixton does come out in the open. Perfect opportunity for Pelcher, though. Saw the Boomy at the last moment. Decided he's gonna rush him and paid the price with a couple Wraths. That's all he took, is just a couple Wraths to the face. Big damage coming out for Brixton, though, in the opener. Trying to get Pelcher down right now. Gonna go for big mortal strikes with a Blade Storm to follow. Brixton popping big cooldowns right now. Huge damage coming in onto Pelcher. Gonna leap out of there. Gonna go for a commanding shot right afterwards. And Pelcher's gonna catch himself a few heals. I feel like Brixton, as an arms warrior, I don't really know what you can do, I guess, in a duel. If you can pull this off, man, I'll be very much impressed. But generally, I see only Fury do well. That's gonna be a root onto Brixton in the open. Pelcher's gonna be able to get himself a few cheeky solo Wraths and Lunar Strikes. Get himself a bit of resources, get early damage. Brixton is gonna dip behind the pillar right now. Hanging around about half health. No commanding shot for a while. Does have parry up and running, so at least if anything, if not going to parry Boomkin damage, at least he can get a defensive. It's going to be Brixton going in for some big damage right now, as Pelcher is getting mailed right now. Just nailed with mortal strikes back to back. Here coming out, Brixton's popping a big defensive. Pelcher could take him out any moment. The Brixton barely has any health. Nice charge coming in. It looks like Pelcher is going to be able to take Brixton out, though. Brixton does go down. Pelcher takes one out. Regrowth's coming out. Yeah, that's hard, man. As arms warriors, I don't think you could do anything, even if you wanted to. Zikati's going in up next as an Unholy Warrior Monster. Where's this Pelcher? Pelcher and Zikati always had like a back and forth for a while. This would be very interesting to see who wins this duel. Pelcher does see Zikati and get an opener. Zikati knows exactly what to expect. Is going to hang out by the corner. Entangled Roots coming out for Pelcher off the bat. Does Zikati see this? He's going to get hit with solo Wraths on the side. Notices Pelcher and he's like, oh, you're there. It's going to be a few free casts for Pelcher. Zikati going to get a grip. Does grip the big old Boomkin into a stun. Buffing up the pet. Going to go for big damage himself right now. Pelcher is getting re-stunned by the pet afterwards. Thorns available with Bark Skin. Pelcher is going to have to take a lot of the damage from the Army of the Dead, while Zikati does have an AMS to cover himself from the Thorns. Pelcher's going to go for big Incarnation. Is that going to be Orbital Cannon? I think Orbital Cannon is up. We just don't see it, but it is doing damage there. So I think that was it for a second. Pelcher's trying to recover with some big damage. Zikati does land the silence onto him. It's going to be still an interrupt onto a nature spell. And Pelcher's continuing to just spam arcane damage. Going to go for regrowth since no interrupt is available for Zikati for quite a bit. Trying to recover in his health while Zikati's going to go for necrotics. Pelcher still has Incarnation for a little bit longer, but Zikati's just health is just not moving anywhere. Pelcher trying to go for a Swiftman. Barely any of that healing was able to do anything with a massive amounts of Incarnation, massive amounts of necrotics stacked up. Gonna go for a last ditch heal. Getting interrupted on it. Zikati makes it out there with only half health. His health reached the halfway point. Didn't move an inch. Who's up next? One down for the Horde team. Who's up next? It's gonna be Aon. Anon? Aonan? Anon? Anoan? Anyone? Is it Crazy Monkey? Anybody? I think they're still trying to figure out who's supposed to go first, who's supposed to go last. It's going to be Rogue Spec. Open it up onto Zikati. Rogue Spec playing some subtlety. Get himself a nice opener, but it's going to be Trinket out of Zikati's stun. Zikati, oh, big DFA coming down onto Zikati. Did he eat that damage? He did eat a little bit. Is get himself a nice Apocalypse rolling with the Army of the Dead. Trinketed out of the kidney, out of the Rogue. Just trying to run away while Rogue Spec is going to pop into a feint or vanish. Did have evasion rolling for a little bit. It's going to be Zakati trying to slow him down. Blind coming in onto the DK God. It looks like Roguespec is going to catch himself a little bit of restyle, dude. It looks like Roguespec is going to get himself maybe a clean re. Does still have dots rolling on him, but maybe he can get himself a nice clean restyle. Looks like he did get himself a restealth. I don't know what this effect is. Maybe it's necrotics or something. Maybe it's another debuff by Zakati. Zakati does pick up the eye. He's walking right to where Roguespec is at. Gonna drop a death in decay. They'll get the rogue out of stealth. Gonna re-dot him, jump up and dot him up. Roguespec is gonna start building combo points off of the pet as Zakati's gonna land a slow on him. Buffing up the pet. Full kidney onto Zakati. Lichborn coming out. Full kidney onto, well, full strangulate onto Roguespec. Stacking up the big necrotics. So even if Roguespec tries to go for heal, he won't be able to. Cloak of Shadows coming out. And Roguespec is trying to get out of there. It is going to be a root by the pet. Maybe a grip by Zakati to follow right afterwards. As he's trying to keep the damage onto Roguespec. Zakati barely taking any damage in that confrontation at all. And dropped Roguespec down to about half health. Roguespec has nothing left defensive-wise to deal with the situation any further. Does maybe get himself like a concoction rolling, but even that happens. Zakati just necrotic strike over it. Full kidney coming out into Zakati. Roguespec is actually trying to get some big damage out. Got himself to about 25% of Zakati's health down. Big DFA to slam down. Looked like he didn't do that much damage. Almost like it got parried. Shadow Step coming out, and Roguespec looks like he might be going down with those dots in the pets. The army of the dead, dude. This is just like the Blood Elves of Silvermoon. The High Elves of Silvermoon running away as Arthur sends the armies of undead at them. And Zakati is going to be able to get himself a nice one-off victory. Outlaw going up next. It's going to be Assassination Rogue this time, so this one's going to do a little bit more damage than subtlety. Looks like it was Lichborn for Zakati just to get out those stuns. Trinket coming out right afterwards. Stun coming into Outlaw, which Trinket is going to be traded for that DK stun. Evasion is up, and Zakati just doesn't want to hit into that evasion. He's just going to bail. Vanish coming in for Outlaw. Used to get a regal roll into Zakati, does land one while Pet was blinded from a distance. Zakati dropping to about 25% worth of health. Wants to go for some big damage, big healing coming out too with an insane amounts of haste. Just death striking through this rogue as much as he can right now. At 11% dampening, stacking up big necrotics onto him. So the rogue can't even heal even if you wanted to. Getting gripped on by the DK. It looks like he might go down. She does get a proc, and Zakati does take another one out. Zakati doesn't deal with these rogues, man. He's like, I ain't got time for that. Still got death back rolling if he needs to. Stun coming in by Crazy Monkey. Crazy Monkey can go for some big damage right now. Not gonna go for some big damage yet. Touch of Death is gonna come out. He's gonna go for big cooldowns. Getting stunned up by Zakati. Big necrotics again stacked up onto the monk though. Is that Touch of Death gonna do any damage? I think it already did damage, but Zakati's health just didn't burn anywhere at all. Zakati's dealing with this monk right now. Fist of Fury is coming out of the monk. Crazy Monkey trying to get some big damage in. Disarm coming into Zakati. Necrotics is stacked up pretty high. There's gonna be death back out of Zakati though. Crazy Monkey trying to recover the Vivifies, and Zakati's not gonna allow that to happen. Karma coming out. I keep calling Zakati dead because he's an undead. That's why I keep calling him dead. My bad on that, boys. AMS coming down for Zakati. That's gonna be some healing out of Crazy Monkey, but not too much. Fist of Fury coming out onto Zakati though. With that parry is short. Pet stun coming out, and Zakati is gonna be able to slam him out. Demonic Boy is the last one left. Demonic Boy, it's a chance, man. Give it your best shot, dude. Give it your best shot, man. Full stun coming on to dead. Oh, to Zakati. Does get a Lichborn up and running out of that. Does get a full Apocalypse and Demonic Boy after interrupting the Tyrant. There's going to be another stun to interrupt the Tyrant as well as available for Demonic. Gonna land a Summon Tyrant right now. Does he have any other pets? Does have a Horror Effect. That is going to... Zakati's going to trick it out of it. Keep calling him dead. Zakati's going to trick it out of it immediately. Reflect coming in for Demonic Bow, but I think all the damage is already there, and Zakati does take another one out. That's an easy 1v5 for Zakati. Easy, my boy. My god, dude. 350k Death Strike healing. Is it actually 350k healing? I probably could have looked at that. Yeah, he does heal for a ton, though, dude. That made DKs super nutty. That made him super nutty. 10v10 1v1, dude, there's no way everybody's gonna be following the rules for 10v10 1v1. There's no way. Unholy is pre-nerf blood with triple DPS. Is a pre-nerf blood with triple DPS. Basically sneaky.